Have you ever really wondered why American companies want to move their facilities to Mexico? I know the Democrats say it's because of greed. You know, they're trying to get laborers at $5 an hour. That's pretty much it. I'm thinking there's got to be more to that. Maybe sandy beaches, maybe skilled labor, maybe access to drugs. I don't know. I think the real answer, though, has to do with the partnership they have here in the States with the government. You know, I've always felt like this ought to happen every time you start a new business. Someone from the government should call to really let you know what this partnership is about, because it's scary. Here's how I would say that it would go. Let's say you're going to build a manufacturing company. You invented a new gadget called the Doodle Whopper. Everybody wants one. I'm the guy from the government. I call you up and I say, hey, congratulations on the Doodle Whopper. I can't wait to get one myself. Now, I'm from the government and I'm here to help you help others. So let me tell you about this partnership we have. Number one, you got to get a business license. That's going to cost you several $100, maybe thousands, depending on the category of your business. And then you're going to have to buy some property, of course, to put your plant on, and we're going to charge you sales tax on that, and there's some other taxes you'll find in closing, and again, that's all for your own good. Plus, a cool idea we came up with some time ago is to make sure you pay property taxes every single year, and these can be substantial. We're here to help you out, though, so what we do is made it so you can pay quarterlies, and you don't have that one big lump sum every year. We can't wait to join you in the profit taking, too, because when you start making money, the federal government is there to take 35% of it. And depending on which state you're in, it could be another 10 to 12%. I'd like to tell people just, figure on about 50%, about half of your income going to the government. Oh, one other thing. When you get big enough to have shareholders and you move some of that profit to them, there's going to be another 15% tax added on that. Yeah, I know you've already paid, but hey, you're helping everybody out. Bad news, Hillary Clinton did not get elected president, because if she had of, she was going to raise that 15%. Because like Warren Buffett, that's what he makes, and that's just not enough. So they need to tax it even more, again, to help everybody out. Well, as you make all this money, you're going to hire lots of employees, and we are so excited about that. But let me give you some words of advice and some warnings on that. Now, we did a law a few years ago called Obamacare. Oh, it's so great. It forces you to pay for your employees' health care and their family. That's a cool thing. And we're working on some other things, like we want to make it so you can pay for child care for your employees, and also family leave time, because obviously if an employee has family member that's deathly ill in another state, they should be able to go, and you should continue to pay their salary and pay someone else's salary to take their place. Who would disagree with that? Now, big word of warning. Any bias based on race, on gender, or income inequality, that can get you in some big time trouble. Make sure you're cool with all those rules. Now, if you happen to have somebody too that, say it's a man, and comes to you and says, hey, I feel like a woman. Hey, you've got to protect that. You've got to even celebrate that. And if they say they want to go pee in the women's restroom, you have to make that available. Make sure that's supported by all. And speaking of regs, I laugh because it's such a cool system. We have millions of government employees. You know what they sit around doing all day? Coming up with ideas of new rules and regulations and laws. You have tens of thousands you have to follow in your business. Is that great or what? It just makes us so safe and comfortable. I must warn you, though, if you break any of these rules, it can come back to bite you. You can pay fines, and some can be up to thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. By the way, we also have partners in the private sector, and they're everywhere, every town, every county throughout the country. They're called lawyers. And they sit around just waiting for you to break a rule so they can sue you for everything you have. Again, it's just our way of saying thanks and making sure everything is taken care of correctly. Now, again, another warning. There are some rules, like you're a manufacturing company. If you happen to have a smokestack, listen, make sure you are holding that carbon level down. You're paying the appropriate taxes that goes with the carbon, because, listen, if you break that rule, listen, the government will shut you down. I mean, that's one that is non-negotiable. Listen, we would rather your employees lose their job and live in poverty the rest of their lives than take the risk that you would participate in raising the ocean levels another inch in the next 50 years. You've got to understand that. So thanks for coming in and doing this doodle whopper thing. We all are going to enjoy that together. And the government, we're your partners. So hey, if you need anything, I'll call you. You know what I think? I think I understand why any American businessman, after a call like that or that understanding, would not just pick up the phone again, call the welcome wagon of business in Mexico and just say, hey guys, do you have room for one more